Well, first off, Miss Debbie, I have to say, you look amazing. I love the hair piece. Tell me about your look.
Well, I invent my own look. And I tell everybody every day that you're alive, it's a special occasion. And, I like to dress myself like a walking work of art. So I'm starting something with the little flower in the hair, I think.
I love it. I think it's so fun and I love your approach to life. Can you talk a little bit about what viewers can expect to see with you this season of 90 Day the Single Life?
Well, they're going to see me step outside my comfort zone. It's like I suck at dating and meeting gentlemen. I'm used to being kind of cloistered, with my artwork and, reading. So this is a totally new concept. And, it's like, I don't know. I'm supposed to show cleavage. What am I supposed to do? It's like, I'm hoping I'll find a guy that's in for the intellectual capacity. So it's tough.
I feel you. Now, could you tell us what are the things you're looking for in a potential match? Like, how would you describe your perfect man?
Number one, he has to be honest and loyal. Because without honesty and loyalty, how can you have a good foundation for a relationship? So I'm hoping to find a guy like that. It's like I'm not in a race to go to the bed and then go, oh, gee whiz, he's not talking and sharing with me. And it's like, what happened? Well, what happened is you're supposed to get to know the person emotionally, intellectually, and understand what their values are.
Definitely. And I feel like we saw a little bit of that in the last episode where you were saying that a man reminded you of your ex. What was going through your mind when that was happening?
Well, it was hurtful because I'm not looking for a guy that's thirsty. And especially being my age, we don't want to see him looking and touching someone, quite a bit younger than himself, even. So it's like, oh no, that was just totally unacceptable because a man needs to be focused on me. And I know there's lots of beautiful girls out there. Just look at, the single life. Look at Chantel and Natalie and Veronica. They are just gorgeous. So for me, it's tough being 67 and I have to be brave, because it's like, I may be old on the outside. And what I say is, you know, age may carve lines into my face, but not into my spirit. I'm still enthusiastic and feel like a teenager.
I totally feel that because I still feel like I'm 17, even though I'm like over 30. So I understand that mentality totally. I also have to say, I love that you're wanting to start an alpaca petting zoo slash art studio. Was that something that you always wanted to pursue? I just love that idea.
Yes, it's like a mini farm and it'll promote emotional wellness, build self-esteem through creativity and art. And there's many aspects of the arts. There's writers, musicians, bakers, fashionistas. It's like I can offer a place where you can feel comfortable and happy around animals and an art studio. And I want to open mic night too. I think that can be lots of fun. And so I'm putting it out there and I'm working hard and saving my money to achieve it because I think it'll be a wonderful legacy to leave for the people. Because now more than ever, we need kindness and empathy.
Well, whenever it opens, I'll be there. I need to see this place. It sounds like so much fun. Now I know that you're getting back out there in the dating scene. What advice would you give to others who are also hoping to get back out there and get their groove back like you are after a split?
Well, be brave. And it's like, learn to like yourself and appreciate that you are valuable no matter what your age is. And just reach in and let your inner child come out to play. That's what I do. And it's like, oh, I embrace the inner child. And it's like, we all want to have fun. And there's nothing wrong with that. And even though I'm old, some people say, well, you should not be, doing that. You should be at home with your grandchildren. I'm a human being with emotions, and I'm not going to smother my emotions and murder my inner child.
I feel like it's so great to be in touch with your emotions, but I do have to ask, since your last breakup, has anyone maybe been sliding into your DMs or coming out of the woodwork? Have you gotten any like crazy messages?
Well, the thing is, some of the wonderful fans try to fix me up with their uncles or grandfather, but then it seems like they're too shy to make the first move, or maybe they're turned off about my past. And then lo and behold, Oussama showed up again, and it's like he sent me a love song and then quickly said, "Oh, don't pay attention to that." But I said that is finished. But I'm hoping that I'll have the right kind of guy that wants to move forward, that has goals similar to mine, wanting to help people, especially now and at our age. It's like, let's do a good thing and be the light on the path.
I was actually going to ask, as my next question, if you'd been in contact with Osama, or if that chapter of your life had been closed, but it sounds like he was sliding into your DMs.
Yes. And, it's like me and Osama, we're finished. And like I said, I want him to have his happily ever after and marry a nice girl and have kids. But then he, slid in a romantic love song like he can't forget me. And then 2 hours later, he says he erased it and says, "Don't pay attention to that. Just go ahead and live your life." And see, that happened at the premiere of The Single Life on TV. So maybe he saw it. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe. Someone always told me that your exes will try to come back when they see you like winning at life. So maybe it was something like that.
I think you're onto something there. That's true.
Now, I was also going to ask, I know you brought up some of the other people on the 90-day single life and how gorgeous they are. Are you any friends with anyone who's on the single life or any other 90-day stars? Is there anyone you keep in contact with?
Well, yeah, there's plenty of folks that I care about that are, on the journey of life, and I talk to them. And Chantel is very nice. And then some of the ones that you see that are very charming and nice on camera, they kind of like, oh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So it's kind of like, and then I get chewed out for just doing nothing but being myself. People love to criticize an older woman just because I'm not fitting into their mold. And it's like, hey, let me live my life. I'm not hurting you. But boy, there's some meanness out there, girl. But there's some wonderful ones too. And you know what? I appreciate all of them. They all have a unique view. Maybe it's not my view, but it's like I'm here to help others not get hurt. And when I see someone getting hurt, Miss Debbie has to come to the rescue. It's like, come to me, come to Miss Debbie's charm school if you've been hurt and beaten up by life.
I love that you're friends with Chantel. Do you have any advice that you would give her after watching the episodes this season so far?
Well, Chantel hasn't healed from her divorce yet. So she's going about it like, it's like, I found a new toy and I'm just going to have fun, but she's still hurting. It's too soon for her to go out there. And yeah, she's gorgeous, but cover up some of that a little bit because, we don't want to send out the wrong signals to some guys. We're not looking for any one hit wonders, guys that want the hit and not about your wonder. That's what I say.
Now, I do have to ask you, what has surprised you the most about being on the show, being a part of the franchise?
Well, number one, I love TLC and how they take care of you and their kindness and consideration. And they're not judging me. And it's like, oh, this is so refreshing because I'm so used to being judged and criticized because maybe perhaps I am just a little eccentric because, I love art, I love travel and adventure. And TLC embraces that. They don't scold me for being Miss Debbie.
Now, last question. Could you describe this season of the show in 3 words?
Hot, hoochie, and tears.
You know, I have to say, Miss Debbie, you're one of my favorites to watch on the show. I feel like you're such a light and it's so fun to watch you. And I wish you the best. And I hope that you are able to find love this season. And I'm rooting for you. I know a lot of fans are.
Well, thank you so much. I hope so too, because I want to be the difference to all those stars that shine from home. It's like, hey, if I can go out there and reinvent myself after a horrible divorce, anybody can, and I'm there for them.